Hi guys, James from Bird on Fire Fitness here, and welcome to our first in our series of nutritional videos for Fitness First. Today I want to talk about nutrition for fat loss and how you might start working towards a nutrition plan for that goal. Now, probably the most important thing when actually trying to design a plan for fat loss is to take stock of where you're currently at right now. Okay, so it's obviously going to be very hard to just jump into a diet if you have no idea where you're currently at. And so the first step for most people is to keep a food log or a food journal. Now that can take many forms depending on what works easiest for you. You might choose to use an app on your phone to notate your food during the week. You might choose to take photos on your phone if that's easier and you're a visual person, or you might be old school and you can write it down with pen and paper, and that's totally fine as well. However you do it, the idea is just to create an awareness about how you're currently eating. And it's important to get both the work week and the weekend in as well, because obviously, you might be doing pretty well Monday to Friday. Weekends might be a bit of a different story, okay? So you want to get at least 7 days on your food journal. You want to notate everything in as much detail as you can. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to bust out the kitchen scales and start weighing everything to the last gram, but I really want you to think about exactly what's going in, roughly what time of day it is, and if you want to add more detail than that, you can also start to notate how you're feeling around those meals, okay? So for example, starting out, let's just say for breakfast you have a piece of toast and some cereal. You might write down that you have a small bowl of cereal, and that might equal maybe the size of your hand in terms of how much cereal is in the bowl, a cup of milk, 2 slices of toast, and maybe a flat white coffee, okay? You might notate the time of day that you have that, and you might also decide to write down whether you're rushed, whether you're stressed around that meal, whether you are hungry, whether you are not hungry. As much detail as possible is going to help give you the information you need to start creating a nutrition plan for yourself, okay? After that, you can slowly start to go through that information and see if things are jumping out at you. So obviously, probably a lot of people will know that maybe on the weekends they maybe have a bit too much to drink, or they might be snacking more often. For you, it might be evening snacking before dinner or after dinner. Whatever it is, the more information you have about that, the easier it is for you to create a plan. Now, from that information, you can start looking for low-hanging fruit, for example. So you may decide that it's easy for you to tweak your breakfasts first during the week. That's the easiest way for you to start. And we can talk about specific changes in your nutrition in further videos. But today I just want to emphasize the importance of journaling. So right now, have a go at just writing everything down. Don't commit to making any changes just yet. Just be mindful of what's actually happening with nutrition. And no doubt, just the act of recording that information is going to give you a lot of useful stuff that you can then put into practice. So have a go at that. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and stay tuned for the next couple of videos on how to move forward with your fat loss program.